Hello and welcome to the State of Footy, the regular football show where the jokes are funny on occasion. This is the fourth episode. I've worn Scotland shirts in 3 of them. Could probably run 9 over this one if I'm being honest, but a tight schedule. Definitely not just me putting it off. So yeah, Antonio Conte has been sacked from Spurs, which means I don't actually have anything to talk about this episode, so I'm just going to stare into the lens of the camera for about 7.5 minutes. My beloved Scotland have defeated Spain 2-0 this week in superb fashion at Hampden Park. It was actually our first victory against Spain since 1984, and given how dreadful Spain was, not even Big Brother would want to watch them. Crossing the border over to England, and they've continued their winning ways in Euro qualifying so far with a 2-1 win over Ukraine.
His eyes look sad.
A 50th minute Benjamin Pavard strike saw France get the better of Ireland by a single goal, and although coming out on the losing side, Ireland fans will find some closure in the fact that France actually scored using their feet this time around. Argentina put 7 goals past Curacao, and a Lionel Messi hat-trick saw him hit the 100-goal mark for Argentina. Cristiano Ronaldo also found a brace against Luxembourg, meaning Twitter is set for the most chaos since the Elon Musk takeover. The Netherlands beat Gibraltar on Monday, in which it had a total of 52 shots, which is probably the most tame way a sentence containing 52 shots in the Netherlands could possibly end in. Man City beat Liverpool 4-1 in the Premier League this week to follow from the reverse fixture, which was a loss at Anfield for the Citizens. And Erling Haaland was not in the squad. They were missing their main man, but the City team that did play, they were kind enough to honor him by only scoring from 1 yard out. Arsenal saw off Leeds by the same scoreline of 4-1, which means they're now 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. We knew it was going to be a match that the Man City squad, all the players, they all would have been following it with much intent. And Erling Haaland actually was checking the score while driving home. Bayern are now 2 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga table after seeing off Dortmund 4-2 in Der Klassiker. However, the Bavarians did concede a penalty in the 72nd minute, which was eventually converted by Emre Can, and that did result in an immediate sacking of Thomas Tuchel. Brentford striker Ivan Toney made his England debut this week, although he only got about 5 minutes of playing time. It was a risky move from manager Gareth Southgate to make a substitution that late, but it seems like the gamble paid off. But yeah, it's not great to play 5 minutes. I bet Toney wasn't too pleased with that one. So after last week's episode about the whole Julian Nagelsmann incident, you might think to yourself, and quite rightly think to yourself, that the news coming out of Bayern and just anything at that club, it couldn't get any more mental or hard to believe at the moment, at the current state of affairs. But however, current manager and former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel he's blown all those suspicions out of the water, as he has highlighted Mason Mount as one of his summer transfer targets. And now, seems like a bit of a quick episode this week. I mostly kind of read off results, not a lot of good news. But our moment of the week is a Ben Foster quote, everybody's favorite cycling GK. After playing his first game back for AFC Wrexham last week, he said, "I was the most hungover man in the world last Saturday." So this is a massive contrast to what it was like last week. April Fools, actually, we got you. That was actually what Julian Alvarez said after hiring a hitman to injure Erling Haaland. A short one, like I said. Please do subscribe if you're enjoying these. If you're more into the audio kind of things, they're not very long, but you can. I put the audio on Spotify if you're into that sort of thing. If you're out on a boat, you're taking a stroll through the park, you're in the car with a family on the way to the Lake District for your weekend holiday. That was very specific. Yeah, just throw a bit of TSOF on. Let those kids in the back know my thoughts on Jesse Marsh, and yeah, life will be good. You'll enjoy your weekend getaway with your slightly dysfunctional family that you're trying to save. Put TSOF on. Put the State of Footy on. All your woes will melt away. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Hopefully.